Alright, so we have a triangle, and we're trying to find the measure of angle P. So we're going to enter our answer in degrees because it's an angle. We happen to know 2 side lengths. So I'm looking at this triangle. We want to label our side lengths. So across from the right angle is the hypotenuse, and across from the angle is the opposite side. Okay, so we know the opposite and the hypotenuse, and we're going to use that to find the angle. So which trig function has opposite and hypotenuse? Sine of angle P equals the ratio of opposite over hypotenuse. And those we know. Okay, so sine of P is 60 over 61. And now we need to solve for P. So to get rid of P, we're going to have to do the opposite of sine, which is sine inverse. So I'm going to take sine inverse of the left, sine inverse of the right, and then solve. So those are opposite operations, they go to 1, and we're just left with angle P, and then this goes in our calculator. So if you go to functions, there's the trig functions and there's the inverse trig. So sine 60 over 61 is 79.6. We're rounding to 1 decimal place, so 79.6. And then to get the degree, you're going to have to type in DEG. And that's angle P. So this angle is 79.6. And the next question is, what's angle Q? So you can do trig again if you really want, or you know that all 3 angles add to 180. So I already know there's a 90-degree angle, and I already know that there's a 79.6-degree angle. So the remaining angle will be 10.4. Tiny, tiny angle. Right here. And again, don't forget, when you're typing it in, you're going to actually type DEG, and then the little degree symbol is going to pop up. Okay, what is PR? So this last side length. So we can use trig, or we can use the Pythagorean theorem, which is when you take the 2 legs squared, and that equals the hypotenuse squared. So the legs are these sides that make up the right angle. So 60, and then what we're trying to find, R to P or P to R, I'm going to call it X. And the hypotenuse is 61. So let's get X by itself. We're adding, so I'm going to subtract 60 squared on both sides. That's going to leave me with X squared equals 61 squared minus 60 squared is 121. So X squared is 121, but we just want X. So we're going to take the square root of both sides. X equals 11 is the square root of 121. And that makes sense if you look at your triangle. So always look back and make sure that your answer makes sense.